Welcome to our 5 on 5. Pleased to be joined today by retired registered nurse Jan Rowe with ELCOR, End of Life Choices, Oregon. Good to see you. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah, my pleasure. It's a fascinating subject. So I guess to start, what is ELCOR?
End of Life Choices ELCOR is an organization that supports and educates Oregonians who have who want more information about their End of Life Choices Oregon. In particular, we help patients who have a terminal diagnosis or patients who don't have a terminal diagnosis but who are dying from an underlying illness and need more information about the dying process.
Okay, so in fact, you're talking about Oregon's Death with Dignity
Death with Dignity Act. So
okay.
the act was written in 1944, passed in 1994, but in fact, ELCOR is the organization, a nonprofit foundation that actually supports clients. And we call them clients because we're not doctors, we're not professionally in this situation. These people are not our patients per se.
Okay.
So
you, I mentioned, are a registered nurse, but
yes.
You also are personally involved. Tell us about that.
My husband was a physician. He used the Death with Dignity Act in November of 2014 to get a prescription. He was diagnosed with terminal bone marrow cancer, and he just opted to use the law because he did not want to go through the suffering that he knew he would have to go through. The indignities of being bedbound, maybe die of hemorrhaging or infection. After he died, literally the very afternoon, my daughter said to me, "Mom, Jack's death was so peaceful and exactly as he planned. We need to tell people about this." So about 5 months later, I joined what was then Compassion Choices. Now I'm with End of Life Choices Oregon. And Lisa has gone on to found a nonprofit organization in Ohio, and she's on the board with Death with Dignity.
Wow. Well, I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Much more in a moment. Stay with us. Welcome back to our 5 on 5. Again, we're here with retired registered nurse Jan Rowe with ELCOR, or End of Life Choices Oregon. We're talking about Death with Dignity, the law here in Oregon. How does it work?
There are 5 qualifications. Patient must be an Oregon resident, be 18 years of age or older, and mentally capable of making their own health care decisions. They have to have a terminal diagnosis that 2 doctors have confirmed that they have only 6 months or less to live. And they need to be able to drink the medication themselves.
Okay, in their own power.
Right.
Okay, interesting. What kind of medication is prescribed and how much does it cost?
It's a compound now, and it's mixed with a liquid that the patient then drinks, and it costs about $600 now.
Okay, and who can all doctors in Oregon prescribe it?
MDs and doctors of osteopathy, DOs, can prescribe. It can't be a physician assistant. It cannot be a nurse practitioner.
Can doctors refuse to prescribe this type of medication?
Absolutely. Anyone can refuse involvement with it. A doctor, the pharmacist, anyone. But the requirements, there have to be two doctors involved, one with primary diagnosis and then a consulting doctor who confirms that diagnosis, and then 2 oral requests that are made to the primary doctor. And then there's a written request also that has to be witnessed by 2 witnesses and given to the doctor. So the oral requests have to be a minimum of 15 days apart. So under extreme situations, there can be exceptions. But otherwise, this is not a fast, easy process.
Somebody doesn't just decide to do it.
Exactly. It takes at least 18 to 20 days to get a prescription if everything happens right.
Okay. Now, can someone be on hospice and still ask for a prescription?
Absolutely. And we urge all of our clients to be on hospice as soon as possible.
Okay, I have one last question. What does the death certificate say for cause of death?
It says the underlying illness. So like for my husband, he had bone marrow cancer.
Okay.
So that's what it said. So insurance will still cover because the cause of death is not suicide, it is the underlying illness.
Okay, and I have so many more questions, but unfortunately we're out of time. If people want to learn more, did you guys have a website? Can they go there?
Yes, it's EOLCOREGON, elcororegon.org. And it's a very easy to get through website, and it has a lot of information and forms available.
Yeah, certainly a complicated process, and it's good
Yes.
that quick decisions aren't made, of course.
There are no charges. Everyone in Elcor is a volunteer, and we do not charge for any of our services.
Okay, great to meet you. Thank you so much for telling us.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Stay with us. We'll be right back.